Hello friends, I am N. Nandakumar Karta is back with a new video. Welcome to You Speak I Speak 6. This video is about human errors. From here onwards, the next couple of videos discuss inputs to communicate your strength and awareness about managing the assigned job effectively. 10 human errors discussed here happens to everybody in this world. According to Victor Hugo, caution is the eldest son of wisdom. When asked to talk about yourself, you shall communicate efficiency associated with the job requirements. Therefore, your thoroughness on the concepts such as efficiency, virtues, effectiveness, environment, quality will have a lasting impact on your employers. You will find inputs from my first 5 videos to communicate efficiency and awareness about the job requirements. You seldom apply what you have learned from the schools and colleges in the real life situations. From now onwards, you will learn only about the factors to demonstrate efficiency in the workplace. The significant advantage you get out of subscribing and listening to You Speak I Speak is that each of the videos are tailor-made from the knowledge of senior executives. Therefore, please subscribe, post your comments, and share with your friends. The concepts efficiency, virtues, effectiveness, environment, quality are associated with productivity. Every business across the globe vouches for efficiency from their employees. From this channel, you are sure to learn one by one every aspect concerning your future learning. Sometime back, I read an article. This personality trait could determine your future. That's the title of that article by Eric Barker on ladders.com. I found the content in that article relevant in this digital era. I'm just reading directly from the article. Conscientiousness is emerging as one of the primary dimensions of successful functioning across the lifespan. It really goes cradle to grave in terms of how people do. Cradle to grave means from birth to death. Conscientiousness is a state of being thorough, careful, or vigilant. It implies a desire to do a task well. Conscientiousness is also one trait of the 5-factor model of personality and is manifested in the characteristics behavior such as being efficient, organized, neat, and systematic. It includes such elements as self-discipline, carefulness, thoroughness, self-organization, deliberation, meaning the tendency to think carefully before acting, and the need for achievement. Once I was glancing pages of a book in a bookstore. Suddenly, a highlighted message caught my attention. It said, "This man had 2 great qualities which leaders in general don't. He knows how to dance and how to make others dance." Immediately I paid and bought that book. I found an elaborate narration of about efficiency and effectiveness. Since then, in all my training, I spent 15 minutes on narrating efficiency and effectiveness. I wish you read this book, Count Your Chickens Before They Hatch. To understand thorough on these concepts, I recommend strongly to have this book in your library. The link to this book is given in the description column. Please note, mental efficiency depends on the art of determination. By the power of determination, you can unleash the power of mind to accomplish what you desire. All successful people are focused on what they do. Most people are suffocated by distractions and are unable to find the pulse of success. The best way to predict future is to create it, said Abraham Lincoln. Your involvement in professional media is the best way to communicate efficiency. Posting comments or asking questions on the articles and videos can create a miraculous influence among the recruiters and senior executives. So much so, your comments and questions become objective evidences for your efficiency. Therefore, never fail to comment your observations. Fear on posting your comments leads to opportunity lost to communicate your efficiency. The best way to learn to post comments is to read the comments posted by others. In this context, I strongly recommend the book because of its simplicity and practical application. The book titled Communicate Clearly by Robert Heller. I have given the link in my description box. On LinkedIn, I have helped many publishers open up discussion posting questions or through my comments. They all remain as my friends. If somebody asks me about the ideal course soon after graduation, I would recommend journalism before pursuing with higher studies of a choice. I did my journalism course not to become a journalist because my passion is about quality management and organizational efficiency. But I joined that course just to learn the intricacies of efficiency and effective communication. My professor used to say, journalism is about accuracy on the subject matter. Every session in the journalism deals with improving efficiency and effectiveness. Once you learn the art of communicating efficiency, there is no looking back for you in your journey to success. Small things have big results. Our job is to deliver each and everything in the best way possible, regardless of whether it is big or small. We can prioritize the task to be done in a certain order on a given day. Once you commit to perform any task, it should be in the best of your knowledge and you should stick to the timeline. In today's competitive world, we tend to work on the multiple things at once without having much focus on specific tasks. This is where productivity suffers. In this context, 10 human errors discussed here becomes invaluable to your consistent performance. Let's start with forgetfulness. Sometimes we forget things when we are not concentrating. Remember your work, in which don't let your memory be an excuse for not getting things done. With discipline and a few strategies, nothing will slip by you. In fact, you will start to scare people with how on the top of things you are. One thing I would like to do more is do it now. This is often the best strategy for things that you think are too small or insignificant to put it on your to-do list, or those things you are sure you will remember. Take it from me, you won't. Otherwise, I agree my to-do list is my best friend and it is the only way I can operate. Plus, it is great to see all those items crossed off when they are done. The next important error happens due to misunderstanding. Sometimes we make mistakes when we jump into wrong conclusion before we are familiar with the situation. How to avoid misunderstanding in the workplace? Remember, you got to communicate clearly, sticking to the key points and sticking to the main points. Focus on the conversation at hand. Catch up with individuals after group meetings. Confirm key issues in writing. Be an active listener. Don't rely on third-party information. These are the simple methods in which you can avoid doing a job with misunderstanding in your mind. Next in the list is errors in identification. Sometimes we misjudge a situation because we view it too quickly or are too far away to see it clearly. Information grouping is the methodology adopted to manage these errors in terms of what, who, where, when, why, and how, called as 5W 1H principle. You should know, in the workplace, process documentation is one among the fundamental prerequisites in an organizational context. You will learn about it in my later videos on organizational efficiency through quality management. The next in the list is errors made by amateurs. Sometimes we make mistakes through lack of experience. You must have come across new teachers who does not know the topic for the teaching or is just barely familiar with it. Your confidence in communicating efficiency can fill the gap on lack of experience. Lack of awareness and lack of preparation are the key elements that spoil your efficiency. Behaving like an amateur is not a good approach for a consistent performer. The meaning given in the dictionary, amateur is someone who lacks skills in doing something. Here I speak from my experience from quality audits. Most of the people behave as amateurs. Going further on the topic, I shall explain about few drawbacks in general which are no way acceptable in the workplace. Amateurs go with the first idea that comes into their head, whereas a professional realize the first idea is rarely the best idea. Amateurs think in ways that can't be invalidated, which is not done by a professional. Amateurs think in absolutes, whereas professional thinks in probabilities. Amateurs think the probability of them having the best idea is high, whereas professionals know the probability of that is low. Amateurs think reality is what they want to see, whereas professionals know reality is what is true. Amateurs think disagreements are threats, whereas professionals see them as an opportunity to learn. There are a host of other differences, but they can effectively be boiled down to two things: fear and reality. Amateurs believe that the world should work the way they want to, whereas the professionals realize that they have to work with the world as they find it. Amateurs are scared people, scared to be vulnerable and honest with themselves, whereas professionals feel like they are capable of handling almost anything. The next is willful errors. Sometimes errors occur when we decide that we can ignore the rules under certain circumstances. In life situation, it can be detrimental. For example, in a life situation, crossing a street against a red light because there is no vehicle at the site can lead to accidents. Your attitude of taking things for granted can result generating many problems in the outcome of the work done. When errors are evidence, you tend to excuse yourself one way or other. But remember, editing your work is the worst thing a boss wishes to undergo. In an assigned job, small misses can result in doing the whole thing once again. In the workplace, you need to consistently comply to the job instruction. The job instructions are the part of the strategic planning. It says, plan to work and work to the plan. Once a consensus is arrived, the work should be executed as decided without any questions from your part. Next in the row is inadvertent errors. It means errors due to absent-mindedness. Almost all the road accidents happens in split of a second. Sometimes we are absent-minded and make mistakes without knowing how they happened. For example, someone lost in thought tries to cross the street without even noticing the light is red. In this context of discussing inadvertent errors, you may know how to make fewer mistakes at work and boost your productivity. You should be very clear in your mind and fully focused when you do a job. In the process, you should stop trying to multitask. Eliminate distractions. Use a task tracker or checklist. Try automating your task workflows. Always clarify and ask questions. Carefully review your work. Get a second opinion. And it is Equally necessary that to take breaks and refresh with a mental pause. Now let us come to errors due to lack of standards. Some errors occur when there are no suitable instructions or work standards. Majority of the startups and proprietary organizations fail because they don't follow certain standards. Before finalizing on the standards, there are several big and small aspects needs consideration. Over and above, there are statutory rules and regulations also to be complied with. Here comes the significance of strategic planning. By definition, planning is the fundamental management function which involves deciding beforehand what is to be done, when it is to be done, how it is to be done, and who is going to do it. It is an intellectual process which lays down an organization's objectives and develops various courses of action by which the organization can achieve those objectives. It chalks out exactly how to attain a specific goal. All successful companies will employ strategic planners to look into these aspects. Strategic planners figures among the high paid profession in the world. Next is errors due to slowness. Sometimes we make mistakes when our actions are slowed down by delays in judgment. Here also planning has a big role to play. Planning is nothing but thinking before the action takes place. It helps us to take peep into the future and decide in advance the way to deal with the situations which we are going to encounter in the future. It involves logical thinking and rational decision making. So while talking about slowness, there are certain jobs that has to be completed in the time and delivered. But there are cases because of the internal or external influences, these works get slowed down. Therefore, whilst doing a strategic planning, all these internal and external influences that slows down the job activity is essential to be planned. Next, we are discussing about surprise errors. Errors sometimes occur when equipment runs inefficiently, or it could be due to internal or external influences. Could be a roadblock, or it could be because of a heavy rain or some calamities. So many ways surprise errors can come to you. So expecting surprise errors is the best way to manage surprise errors. Then you will always motivated to be ahead of the schedule. In this context, once a specific goal or set of definite objectives is set, then you know what you wish to attain and which direction to proceed. Therefore, you also understand what is right and what is wrong, what is desirable and what is not desirable, what is to be accepted and what is to be rejected. Such determination gives you greater inner strength to manage surprise errors. Intentional errors is another matter of concern in any organization. Basically because it happens due to internal politics. Some people make mistakes deliberately. The only way to manage intentional errors are coordinating. Coordinating is a skill that lets the organizations act as a unified whole. Coordination across departments and functions is also essential to a well run organization that presents a unified face to constituents. Develop a solid team orientation by close communication and cooperation with co-workers. Seek out opportunities to collaborate with other staffs and departments. Action without responsibility just passes time. Be assured, 50% of the requirements to communicate efficiency is covered in 6 videos uploaded. Don't forget to subscribe. You can ask me questions before you prepare a CV with respect to job requirements. Never use your same CV everywhere. CV is a signature document to be prepared specific to the job requirements. Keep the top skills listed here in mind during your interview and be prepared to give examples of how you have exemplified each. Each job will require different skills and experience. So make sure you read the job descriptions carefully and focus on the skills listed by the employer. Prepare stories and anecdotes that demonstrate how you applied these skills to the benefit of affiliated organizations. I am signing off now. We meet again with another significant video on demonstrating efficiency. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Again, I am requesting don't forget to subscribe and post comments on the comment box. Every viewer will read your comments. Besides, I can expand on topics discussed, satisfying your needs and wants. Thank you once again.